Okay, is all my audio working good? YouTube side of things sound good. And how does Twitch sound? Yeah, everything sounds good. Hello, everybody. I've been looking for an excuse to stream. Felt like playing some Ace Attorney, and I feel like, you know what? Let's just go for it. I have played this a little bit before. I don't remember how to get through everything, so we'll see. I've only finished, I think, the first trial. No, I finished the first game, and I think the first trial and the second game in this. Like, who did it? Boy, am I nervous. Hi, Archie. Glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes a murder trial right off the bat like this. That's a lot about you. Hawaiian as well. Is it that we're both idiots? A favor? You knew the defendant before the case? Yeah. I know my current job to him. What do you... My life, everything, it's all over. Yeah, that's probably him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't a die. Snap out of it, Larry. Can't be hearing you saying you're guilty. Yeah, you can. Well, they think you did it. Who took my baby away? I don't know. First case is simple. Almost killed. Her boyfriend is prime suspect, which is our best friend since grade school. Okay, yeah, has a knack for getting in trouble. I sure hope it's not his fault. We got this. Easily. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? Maybe. It might be. Your conduct during the trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. I'm sure that was supposed to go without saying, but yeah. Alright. How's he gonna test me? The defendant is Larry Butts. What's the victim's name? Aww. Listen, of course I know the victim's name. It was obviously Cindy. Cindy Stone. I definitely knew that. I remember this one. Hit with a blunt object. Listen, what can go wrong? You're only defending your best friend in a murder trial. Victim was struck with a blunt object. To explain to the court just what that object was. The murder weapon was the statue of the Pink. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. See, the court accepted into evidence. Yeah. Got it. Gotta listen to his, to whatever that he says. Hopefully he doesn't start off by saying he's guilty. Ahem. Mr. Butts. Isn't it true that the victim had recently dumped you? Watch it, buddy. We're great together. We're Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Yeah, they're all dead. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. We're seeing. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts. What you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean one of them? Lies, all of them, lies. Her honor the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris the day before she died. arrived home from Paris the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. Tim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who give her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. You can clearly see what kind of woman Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you wanted to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in the wrong directions. Objection! My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Ooh. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That's cheating, she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I believe the accusative motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. It sure ain't looking too good. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder. You went to the apartment of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Well, did you, or did you not? Well, maybe I didn't. Oh, uh-oh. He went. He definitely. Ah, thank you for the follow. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Murder. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Oh. Say it ain't so, Butts. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. Bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Mr. Sawit, sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. I love how just guilty he looks. He looks so nervous. May proceed. Testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions, when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry, because he left the door half open behind him. Seeing it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran away was without a doubt sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? Come on, Larry. Why wasn't the victim's Phone working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Saw used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record at, okay. That is 1 o'clock when you found the body. Does fit in that. Yeah, he was lying. How could he check the phone if he didn't go inside? Saw a man fleeing the apartment, okay. Okay. Gotcha. So, it's the hold it button. L. Okay. So you didn't touch it. Or yeah, there we go. One PM. Okay. Oh. This. Gotta have 4. Statement directly contradicts with the autopsy. No body. What? He was confident. Gee, that's a really good question. Yeah? Testimony true. Let's go. When you found the body, you heard the time. Voice saying the time, probably coming from the television. Those 3 hours off, must have been watching a video. But there was a blackout. Yes, blackout time of discovery. This record proves it. So it can't be the TV. Have an explanation, Mr. Sod? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been a shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sod. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. You saw the time? The murder weapon. That must have been what I saw. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that the table. Oh, I'm assuming I need to do that. Wait just a moment. Murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was a statue. You are there objections on your evidence? How dare a lawyer use evidence? I saw it there. Damn, that's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? This is indeed a clock. In fact, it's a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies. He really should have just submitted it as a clock at the start. You know, if he knew. Yes. Check the clock for fingerprints. Huh? Mr. Saw It. This sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the crime. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. The witness cared to elaborate. Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never, look, clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Go, free to pay. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn, give him death. Order. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor. Moment. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor. Claim the sound of the witness heard from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. Your Honor, the sound was definitely the clock. The fact is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. I think it's 8:25. That's a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. Well, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! You can see this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Saw heard and the actual tone of death. So, Mr. Saw, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha ha. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what are you talking about? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it's running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to do that? So close. Mr. Wright, seems you lack critical evidence to support your claim. No, I got it. She was in France. Objection. Now there's something you can do. Yeah, I mean, Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think, right? Think! But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste your time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? You think of a reason why the clock was 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait, maybe I can prove it. Must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Oh, Mr. Wright. Say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course I have, Your Honor. Don't prove it beyond shadow of doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. A passport. Victim had just returned from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference here in Paris is 9 hours. Which is, when it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Order, I say. Well, this case has turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. or witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen anyone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. I'm just that skilled, Your Honor. At this point, this is only for an formality, but the court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts. Yay! And with that, this court is adjourned. Turns out Frank Saw was a burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Saw let himself in to do his dirty work. He was searching her place. The victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And just fucking smacked the shit out of her. As you do. I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. About your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over, man. Larry, be happy. Stop being sad. Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. Bad. Bad, Larry. Bad Butts. You're innocent. Case closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she wasn't. Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? That's you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts. Innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my tree. Oh, I couldn't. I was the one that got you off the hook. Treat me to dinner. You made the clock for her. That's a pretty nice clock you made. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that shit. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. You don't gotta sympathize with me, so it's okay. I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah. The heck is she talking about? Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Harry. She took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Thanks, man. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? Hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. Really, we never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, You have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah, to butts. Speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Or... yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going fast. Unless you count the clock he gave me back. I didn't know it then. That clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. My promise to the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to. The end. Yes. Hopefully it stops there. I will be right back. In the meantime, enjoy a little bit of music.
Can you see the sun is shining on me? It makes me feel so free, so alive. It makes me want to survive. And the sky, it makes me feel so high. The bad times pass me by, 'cause today it's gonna be a brighter day. Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up the day? Don't you feel that sometimes you just need to run away? Reach out for the sunshine, forget about the rain. Just think about the good times, and they will come back again. The sunshine. Without you, there's nothing for me to do. Can you feel the sunshine too? It's coming through. It makes me feel brand new. When you're here, I wish you were always near. 'Cause everything's so clear. And today, it's gonna be a brighter day.
Alright, where were we? Beep. Hello? This is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Meow! What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. Clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. No, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there is a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. A burger does sound good right now. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting for you, Maya. Beep. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Three minutes before she shows up. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker. That swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh. You're not very cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho. My dear Miss Fay, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask. I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. No! Damn, that guy's... Never mind. Red, white, blue. Uh-oh, I'm late. That's strange, I guess the chief left without me. Said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Yeah. That don't look good. Stop. Sis. Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? Strange girl dropped out cold. Left her lying on the office sofa. Went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, began to fade. Till finally she was cold. Chief. It's encrusted with dry blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel. a nice, luxurious place. I wonder if that's supposed to reference anything specific. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck in the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of glass. Must be glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else. That seems like a clue here. A piece of paper must have fallen from his hand. What could it be? A word written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing. Police? Police, quick. What was that? Hi. Anything else to grab from here? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh. Hope she didn't run on me. Ah! Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Thank you for the follow. Maya? So Maya was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there would be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Before Mia died, she wrote a message in her own blood. She wrote on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would Sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. Wee woo, wee woo. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from a building across the way, see? Had a person saying they saw murder, see? Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want you moving one inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. Eek. The word Maya here mean anything to you? No? Definitely not. That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name, see? Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct. What? No. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. She is suspect for murder. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. No. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, we're the one in trouble here. They're never gonna believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? Oh no, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ah, so he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I'm ever got into trouble. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. I feel the trust. I feel the trust she had in Max, right? That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true. But at the same time, I can't sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia. I know. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? Pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. That clock shaped like the thinker? The one Larry made. How could that have evidence in a case? Right. You said something about that. I remember. You want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure her conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh. I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Well, that makes sense. It's gonna be evidence. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. So you're an acolyte, medium in training? That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, is that the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium, with ESP and all that? Yes. In training. Well, can you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. What about your parents? I see it. Just leave it to me. Thank you. Trial's tomorrow at 10. Huh? That's not a lot of time to prepare for a trial. They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. Okay. Well, doing this last year, just talking about it. Kinda gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold evidence for enough trial. Then when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off. I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. To the other lawyer. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. Didn't say when he's back. Must be hard to track everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention running an office like this. I guess I'll have to come back later. Damn, mahogany? Sale for clients. Elegant ebony case. Solid gold lighter. Huh. Oil paint is so thick it practically gives me stuffed nose. The price is nothing to sneeze at either. Office is filled with police officers. They're all busy searching. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? Oh no. Phoenix, right. How could anyone who was looking for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Right. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was not a killer. And you're Detective Gumshoe. Hey, Dick, get over here. You're a lawyer, right, pal? Got business here. Better do it quick. Oh, Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. You can see the report, but that's all. About my, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why would you say that? Says, but Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Oh, I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Don't talk about him that way. Make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. I was wondering, did you see my FA cell phone? I have that. Think you can give it to me? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Something the matter? Oh no, it's just, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it. Like her boyfriend's. The cell phone's all... Thank you for the follow-up. Cell phone holds all little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Guess I've asked all the questions I need to. No one's supposed to be planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing a witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. I had no intention to. Miss April May. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, I know her name and that she's staying in the hotel across the way. She's not to go outside her room until the trial, so she's still in the room. Is he back? No? Cool. I see. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Oh, you know what I got for you? I got your phone. Listen to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to the lawyer, pal. Tee. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. There's a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy. Really shouldn't pry in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? No. What could be in the drawer? I needs to know. I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observed incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Cool. I am also a lawyer, so that makes sense. You know that thing that occurred, happened the other day, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. But you? Just who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No. I'm just doing my job. You know you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no, tee. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. No, not me, I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like noisy little lawyers. Oh boy. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize face from this distance. All in 2 classes. Somebody must be saying. I think that's pretty much all I could get from here. Is he back? Looks like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem. That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I ever heard. Aha, so you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yep, that's me. It looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? What do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. How come no one can get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Mayhaps. About Maya Fey. Ah yes, Maya Fey, go on. Why the strange reaction? Really quite busy here, son. Can't go taking cases on a day's notice, no. It's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Well, I feel like, uh, a 1 day prep for trial will get around, maybe. I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. See, it's just, I'm busy, see? But you just said you weren't busy. Why not? Why will no one take it? It's my pride and joy, isn't it? Oh, the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting ways with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. Not for sale. I don't want it. She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion, never looked back at that one. Well, I guess I gotta go break the news to Maya. You're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well... You see... You don't want that guy. He wasn't healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean... You refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. About your family. I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mom is. She could be somewhere. Women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power is in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. And after that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer. She left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, by herself on that mountain. So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spear medium? They didn't use a spear medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. So, what happened? The case was solved. Thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But the man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped in big time. My mother, became a laughingstock of the nation. See. White. Excuse me? White? How was his name? My sister told me. White. It's a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just her and go home? Oh. I'm gonna defend you, whether you want it or not. Why? Why? Well... no one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know I've been there a long time ago. Before Larry Butts. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because somebody has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Sniffle, sniffle. Well, let's fight this one. Get you out of here. Right, thank you. Ah, she smiled at last. Looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? Something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? When I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. There's at least a screwdriver. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment, at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. You know where Miss May might be? I believe, our guest, Miss May, is currently using their facilities. You have no need of anything. I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Now's my chance to snoop around a bit. I almost forgot. Came back so quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there was a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Yeah, it's probably a coincidence. Anyway, there's this drawer. What do we have here? Fire top. But why? Cause she's guilty. I'll get to this woman's bottom. You know what I mean. Bellboy's still here. Uh-oh. Gotta go. But you had a message to deliver. What about Mr. White from Blue Corp calling? Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fair. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fair, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. Prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. We may call our first witness, Your Honor. Prosecution calls Chief Officer to the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicides down in the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window, here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker, found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. Still calling it a statue. Court plans added to evidence. Court records. Now, detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing it. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yep, yes, Your Honor. Examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in the testimony. Whoosh. I just threw something at me. When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness's testimony, she would bluff and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Give it a try. No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Who would you say you got a call from? Hey, pal. Don't play dumb. You know who. Call's from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel. Right across from the crime scene. Right, please continue. There were already 2 people there. The defendant and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. Their funky hippie clothes and spiky hair, they do stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. See that? He's got a point. Hold on just a second. I heard you correctly. You said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. Did say that. Yeah, you said it. Exactly what is that? This suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence. What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. No, I'm pretty sure she's pink. I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, sir. There's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. What's this hard evidence, Mr. Gumshoe? After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Well... Why didn't you testify about this? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know, I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. Defense may begin its cross-examination. And I got one thing to say. Where's that autopsy report? Death was instantaneous. How could she write it if she was dead? You say the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note? That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? Victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. Objection. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain this autopsy report? When? It was the day after the murder. Prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. Fuck you mean outdated? Second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Why didn't no one tell me? Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? That detective's a sham! Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought... Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. Court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? She don't seem innocent to me. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Order. An introduction should not require any interaction from the crowd. Witness will refrain from wanton plea. Ah, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She already captured the heart of every man in this court. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room, I checked right in after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, She caught up to her, and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Well, Your Honor, I see it was a remarkably solid testimony. Not give me a time of death. I shall be right back. And I have returned. Where were we? Wait a minute, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? It was quite... The testimony was firm. Mr. Wright, I understand you are Miss Mayafei's understudy, were you not? Must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. How dare you? I'm cross-examining her. Why did you look out the window? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting something? Gee. What, that's it? She can't get out of this question that easily? I sort of, you know, had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's avoiding the question. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him! Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl, what about poor me? Looked out the window, what did you see next? Woman with long hair, that was Mayafei? Slender. Sort of, well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? Well, attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. Testimony is bullet, Your Honor. That's right. Hold on a minute, that testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Yes, what's the meaning? Can someone tell me, because I'm clueless about this. I mean... You had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey. You have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Well, that's just rude. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. That testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Hurrah. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything I did. The victim, woman, dodged first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after. And she hit her with the weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. A kind of statue clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you, TV? How'd you know it was a clock? They stated it to be a statue. Again, 'cause they're stupid. A clock? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I got a feeling I'm onto something. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Mr. Lawyer? You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. No. Order. Miss May, can you explain how... words? Can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh, The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Excuse me, Your Honor. As you may recall, I've caught a murderer with these questions. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. That was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... 'Cause... I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. That is impossible. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The offices of Fey & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have a run. This is inconceivable that the clock rang because it's empty. How could you possibly? Take a look right now. Oh. See anything, Your Honor? As the defense says, this clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain the court the meaning of this? It is, as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. The clock was empty? Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, there's no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is this. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait. This is my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. A defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Grumble. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Yeah. Poor Dick. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take out the clockwork. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the bad words. I do word good. Which is well before the witness arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wait. So the witness has seen it. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. Witness claims she's seen it before. This directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. It's simple. The clock was never in any store. Ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse isn't on sale today? Oh. Ah, God. Noises. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! And you had strong opinions about this. Yes. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Okay. Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did, tee-hee, wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor, allow me to explain the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. Witness had never held the clock in her hand, however, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There was no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence pointing that the witness heard part of the weapon was a clock. She was snooping. I found this in Miss May's room. Because that's illegal. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were taping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that a witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was taping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. She says it was a clock. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Yeah, what's up? You haven't called in a while now. Well, actually there's something I want you to hold on to me. Again, what is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the Thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up. All of you. What gives you the right to treat me like that? You lawyer. Derogatory. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Wah. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Answer the question. Why the wiretap? Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edward wants her to say. Miss May, you were taping the victim's phone. I already call that irrelevant. While the court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation to the court? Or the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you taped her phone? I like to just see her to pull that one off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course, I can, and will. Can't be serious. No way. Way, I say, way. Oh, I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. Don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Ice coffee? I think I'm making this up. Ask the bellboy. Where was I? Ergo, witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So, where does that leave us? It's my greatest displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, this is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit the murder. Gonna let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this, unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well... The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. Something suspicious here, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I think you're sucking quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, you agree to one condition, I'll send to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent, and thereby you will also accept the verdict of guilty of Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. Better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony, otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? We got this. Fool, you fell right into my trap. Ruh-roh. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. The tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel. In business for 4 generations. I received a call at 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her precisely at the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin cross-examination. Right. I'm ready.
Hold it!
9 o'clock on the dot's kind of weird. Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, so. 9 o'clock, time of the murder.
Hold it!
Precisely 9 o'clock then? Precisely. Exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 o'clock p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy tea here? I like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir.
Hold it!
Sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she, guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. Not a French kiss, sir, more of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. To me... Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. Spellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this tedious cross-examination again. Witness may leave the stand. Nope. Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Redgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it. Now is my last chance. What do I ask about? Let me just, room service. Again, sir, at exactly 9 o'clock, I delivered the room to Miss May, room 303. Yes, I requested ice off coffee, $18 for charges, I recall. $18? Isn't that expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we don't skimp on the ice, sir. What did you say? What did you say? Ah, oh, rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth. He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Fool. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. And when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it is impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright, is this other person? Simple, it was. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. Court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the defense and the prosecution to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of my affair. Court is adjourned. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Not quite. I see. But I learned a great lead in today's trial. Lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. What happened to Miss May after that? What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. Guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. May have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna find out more about this man. You think he was the one who? Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. Counting on you. I asked for a full report of April May's testimony. Thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. Now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong at the detention center, it's up to me to set her free. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite... Nah, you stinking lawyer, I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Laugh at the fallen Miss May. Oh, not really, I have something I want to ask. Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Have you already done enough questioning? You spiky head. Here we go again, please. You're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then? About the man you stayed with at the hotel? Can you tell me about him? Where is he? No way, Jose. If I had something to get her to talk. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it. Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer derogatory. Bottom? Yeah, she knows you're a bottom. She doesn't have things against lawyers or just me. Wiretap? Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. It is a crime. Oh, I suppose you learned that in lawyer school. Creep. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for this room, of course. It will be a great business, sir. Okay, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I could bring you. I want to ask you about the man that was with her. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. Both carry the scent of danger. Yep, you are definitely dangerous. Get a photo of that man. I'm quite sure I could identify him. Oh, her, sir. Not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, she said. Do what? Could you tell me about the hotel? Absolutely. And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Apparently this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I suppose we add a subtitle. Subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds cool. Oh, got anything else I could do here? Looks like Rosberg's out again today. Oh. A solid mahogany desk. But I want that one photo. Oh, hey, the painting's on. Anything over here? Yeah, there's not really anything. Oh, missing files. You're not imagining things. You know. I'm not telling. Being accused of murder, don't want to protect it. Would you have sold out the late Miss Faye to the cops? No. See. Don't think I have anything to make her talk. I'm pretty sure I looked at everything. And he's not here. Ah yes, we plan to solve... yeah, I don't think you really want to have a telescope going straight to a law office. Oh, the decor, I call it the last drink before murder. Famous, the talk of the hotel industry. A phone. The glass shards. A testimony. The floor plan. Like, there's a photo here. Oh, I can click on it now. DL6 Exhibit A, Exhibit B. That's probably their mom. Okay. Does this man look familiar to you? Oh? I just wanted to say detective once, you know how it is. No, no I don't. I doubt that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit, swearing that that's him? Affidavit? Okay. Always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth I will be known as the boy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry. Oh, Miss May. Know this man? No use playing dumb. You don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though you should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine. I'll talk, you You win, lawyer. Yes. Why are you pumping your fists into the air? Now tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate report. Red White, information gathering. Suppose you could call it a detective agency. This is the man who was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Please tell me where Blue Corp is located. Yes. We found him. Welcome, please. Furnish me with the title of your personage. Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright? Phoenix Wright? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What's this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the word challenged. Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you can't come to meet me like this. And what's that supposed to mean? What business does a mighty lawyer have with such have a man with such of myself? This arrogance meters off the scale. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she had done. It's done? In the wiretap? Indeed. She is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, Hotel Bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. Oh. The police. The courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. That big painting on the wall over there. That's the wrong place. I've seen it before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple, or rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right? It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again. Who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing, zilch zippo nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Rudy Bird. What? He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what do you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It's a world beyond your compensation. Came here from Brodyburgers, I presume. Mr. Grossberg's, yes? Then you must ask, Why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live purely for personal profit. Oh, now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Fine. Excuse me, Mr. Grossberg? Ahem. Oh, you. You look pensive, an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. So, I went to Blue Corp. Mr. Grossberg. I have to admit something's bothering me. Well, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. See, it's just... Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting here, hanging here the other day, was it not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. CEO's office at Blue Corp. Suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. You're lovers. Not something I can come to understand. You, Mr. White, are lovers, aren't you? Oh? You sent that painting to him as a sign of your undying love. My boy, please, you're letting your fancies run away with you. Where do you get these bizarre ideas? I don't understand how you could. Because we're not. Don't be ridiculous. Enough. I'll swallow my pride and tell you all. They are lovers. Yes. Yes, you are. Don't lie to yourself. It's a man... Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. As you suspected, I could not stand a defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if it did. So that's the connection. It's making sense. It's hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh impossible. Impossible, you say? He has information on everyone. He has him an eye on grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, politicians. That's a lot. What is the DL6 incident? It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spear medium. Her name was Misty Faye. Yeah, so it was her mom. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the request of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. What's he got on you? It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. Oh no. But one person found out. I told him. He offered me riches, and it is an embarrassment to me now. As I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and came to me. This time, the offer was blackmail. Okay. His office? I will be back for you, Spurg. Missing records. Hey, Misty Fair. Yeah, you should read it. I was determined to find who had made my brother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... Stops. Suicide, huh? Ah. We haven't checked the Z, but I'm... Oh yeah, wait. If you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in... Blah blah blah. He refused because he's being blackmailed. You see, it's just me as sister, Poco. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. Don't know what I've done if things like I'm poor for that girl. And okay. Really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message was not penetrate your thick skull. Stop bothering. For my patience further, I feel a nasty accident may occur. I want to make myself clear. Crystal. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia. We had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail. Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others who were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it you should be doing now? Investigating me? No. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office? Hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong, Mr. Wright. Excuse me. What I should be doing now is going after you. What are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered and the documents all suddenly disappeared. The culprit would be... A child could work it out, Mr. Wright. White. Secretary's office. You won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please conduct me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, is that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. Change my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? A fake case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to. What? Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. Oh, what? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those chief prosecutor. I do not believe you're in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? Telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia. How dare you? Point the finger at you and you'll be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth can defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously enough that they'll make even you look competent. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts, Harry Butts. Right, actually. Phoenix, right? My friend's name is Larry. Alright, sorry, pal. What was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. It's right. Can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right. Mr. Wright. Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. I'm afraid we switched places. What? You mean, you? I explained what happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother? My sister? Now you. This has gone on too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me if there's anything I could do. Well... Cheer on for me. Cheer on? You mean, like a cheerleader? Yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me. Better get a uniform and, wait, what? I'm kidding. It was a joke. But, I can't just sit here and do nothing. Gotta give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece. Okay. Come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, and yet crime is the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. True culprit appearing as a star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. And I'll make sure that it's me. Well, I guess this is it. Yep. One way or another, the case ends today. Phoenix, look. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. So you're saying I'm going to be guilty and a story. I will do anything to give my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, changed. Oh? Phoenix, you know him? Yeah, a little bit. Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait. The defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. You know, it's not typically recommended to defend yourself, but like... Who else is gonna do it? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you're sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor, I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The details of the event are already quite clear to the court. They will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call this witness. That went smoothly. Like he already knows why. Objection. I'm ever so sorry, Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth, I appreciate your demeanor. Yeah. What does Mr. Red White gotta say? Please state your full name. You wish to know my title of personage? Name? Yes, that's what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. They're great together. My name is Mr. Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I'm the CEO, more of a common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fair? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gaywater Hotel on the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? I have. Why, tell you what you already know. Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? I hope you made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. Quietly pursuifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming to the outside. Surprised, I turned and looked at the building across the way. Then I saw him, spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. Victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impact, and it was all over. things occur as he testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. All right, Your Honor. How do you know what the time was? I'm always absolutely perfect, you know? No. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9 o'clock. It happened soon after the room service arrived. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May, but he testified he did not see you at the time. Ahem, this is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside. Of course, he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? Quietly pursuifying, reading. Workily cross correct. That is the only window, you see. And you were reading papers? Correct. Gaywater is a businessman hotel, and I'm a busy man who had business to do. Bedlam? Must have been when you attacked, I assume. See, continue. So you're reading your papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night. Yeah. Sure. Spike here? You just said say that. Okay. It's gonna be 2020. 40. Yep, 2020. Size the judge on. What did you do then? What time was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV. And was weeping open. Objection. Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone. Can you be a little more detailed about that? Oh, of course, comprende. Victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absent positive something. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail? We got him. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left? That directly contradicts with Miss May's testimony. She stated the victim went to the right. Oh, it's so simple. You misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. I was here and the victim was here. The victim ran to the left, as you claimed she did. She would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I didn't see her run to the left, I did. Just look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he did really see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. They are both right. I doubt it, or rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. It does. One scenario that could prove it. Witness was not quick. Mr. Wright, what do you... Do you mean it was not viewing the crime at the hotel? It was not in the hotel. Where could he have been? In the Fanco law offices. More specifically, he was standing here. And right around here. This is where he was. Look! When the victim ran for the door, he was watching from this point. To him, it would appear that she ran to the left. This is no time for jokes and no taste. This is where the killer was standing. Yeah, I know what I said. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. Postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Oh. Provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. Now, he's laughing? The hilarity of the moment here made me remember something. It appears I've been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I get allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. Back to the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her, delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see it? You hit her twice. I believe the autopsy, unless there's another updated autopsy report saying she may have been hit more than once. Pretty sure the autopsy report says a single blow killed her. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I'd like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, what? Nuh-uh. Witness is confused because he's lying. No break. Very well. The witness would care to revise his testimony. Come on, Mr. White. What are you gonna say this time? Well, see, I looked out the window. I looked out the other window when I heard that thing fall. And the next moment, I saw Ms. Mai run to the left. Killer, you attacked her, but she died. And then turned and ran for the door. You did her with a single blow. Wow. Whap indeed. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see. It's hurting. No one window? The glass light stand. Phoenix, doesn't something strike you as odd? Yeah. Saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. But I believe that's out of view. Mr. White. It is impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. These sure are the floor plans. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see it. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? For the ridiculosity? Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claimed, you could not have seen sand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. No way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? Must have been the moment it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the crime scene when the murder took place. Yeah. What you gonna say this time, Mr. White? Come on. Say something. Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough. Next, right? Huh? I forgot about him. Mr. White. The time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you passed the wiretap. Order. Mr. Edwards explained to the public witness. Distinguished members of the court. Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law office of Miss Faye. Your Honor, question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? Wouldn't. Mr. White, or to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Faye's office, am I correct? Correct, you are most correct, Miles. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Faye and Co. law offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand. No, I'm confused. Please explain what you mean. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made clear his position. He has quite determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand at that very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to the office well before the murder took place. If he went to the office to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed to be a baseless conjecture. Mr. White will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I'd entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had nothing to do with it. I had done so to place the wiretap. This is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. This is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound? Wasn't it about the day before? Now that wasn't right. But they do! I swear they do! Okay. No, I meant, I did not mean to go and... Now we present the receipt. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. No, but it's the truth! You have the responsibility to protect clients' confidentiality. Back at the receipt! Mr. Wright, are you giving up? No! Phoenix! Phoenix, over here! Yeah? Never give up, Phoenix. Yeah? Where am I? Waiting lobby, what happened? Oh yeah. Finally awake. I mean... But you're dead, Mia! I? You know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appeared that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya's challenging you? Yeah. That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. And either. That's what I came here to tell you. Not much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Yes, I tried to present it twice. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Last light stand. Date of purchase September 4th. I bought that stand the day before. Yeah. I love when there's a specific order that needs to be followed. Because, like, I'm membered. Surprisingly, I'm membered. Start off where we left off. Nothing to go back to. The cross-examination, Mr. White, is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Mr. Wright. But, Your Honor, I got a little something that I found. Obviously. Receipt. Fuck you. You know, this crucial piece of evidence. Had no one think to turn it over? date of purchase the day before the murder. Mr. White. Beginning a September. Stan was not there. Mr. White. Anything to say for yourself? It's impossible. There's Rutro. He is losing it. Your Honor. Must have been a bit of pressure for you. You'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. That is all for the trial of...
Objection!
What now? Not so fast, Phoenix, right? Huh? What you got this time? There's a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request 1 day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? Be another one of those updated autopsy reports that just makes up evidence as he pleases. Objection. If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis or factual evidence. God damn it. And I'll come up with something, and this man's gonna get away. Phoenix, this note out loud. What's this? If I may. Memo he had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop. Desist. Halt. Please stop. Make him stop. How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt. Right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yeah, yes, you can say that. Yeah, we only kinda, got someone from the dead. Got the victim to come in. Let's go! What is adjourned? Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations, you're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. Glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. Wow. Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? Sure we'll meet again. Chief. Come to the office tonight, say 9 o'clock. I'll see you later. And of course I run late again. You came? Kinda worried you might not. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see her face. What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like? You were her. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, what? Why are you here? See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Right and Co law office, right? You better than me. Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick. Maya here. Ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. You know, I think about it. It's Maya's fault I'm here now, but if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Ain't that the truth? Right and Co law offices. Got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Do what? Burgers, you dummy, burgers. There's a great burger joint down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. Okay, wait up. Ah. Yeah, I forgot how picky this game can get. With that, I am gonna call stream here. Hopefully we can get this cutscene next time. Thank you for those of you that popped in. Thank you for those of you that followed. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.